Hi everyone. So I have Ramneek with me over here. I'll just ask Ramneek to introduce herself and give us a little bit of what was your life like before you got started with the business and your reason for plugging into the system.
I was a homemaker before I started this business, but to begin with, I was a workaholic before I gave birth to my first child. So, as soon as I gave birth to him, I went on maternity leave. I stopped working just a month before I gave birth to him. Earlier
Hmm.
than that, I was almost working for 9 to 10 years since I entered Canada. I came as a student. Like my background is I have done masters and bachelors back home. I came on a food and nutrition program. So I was the whole time I was into food and retail industry, like working in food services, the retail chain, until I gave birth to my first child. I was happy to be a homemaker. That was not a problem. But when you have worked for such a long time and you are independent, but I knew somewhere that after some time when I know, like, my kid is okay, 3 4 years he will be fine with his grandparents, I will start working. I really, because staying at home for me was like, you know you know you you stay at home, there's the same kind of schedule
Totally.
every
I
day.
have gone through the exact same thing when I was in the US, the 4 years which I was home. You like there, like mental, what you need that
Yeah,
creativity and like it's all lost, and you in the mundane routine, you keep doing the same things every
the
day. Yeah.
only thing was get up, make food, take care of the kid, do breakfast, do lunch, do dinner, cook, do the household things. Like that was the only ways to keep yourself busy, right? How much you can go out and everything. Like, you have things to do. And I was an active person. I used to go out. I love to meet people. I cannot stay at home. If I used to stay home for 3 4 days, I used to feel like I'm gonna get depressed. I always
Yeah.
stay outside, either go grocery or do something. I like to stay out. Like, I need fresh air. I need some people. I need something, keep on going, right? But that one routine was not like what I wanted. But yeah, family was a priority. I thought, no, this maybe right now, my kid needs me,
Yeah.
so it's okay, time will come when something will come up. So that was the only thing going on, but I wanted to do something. So year passed, and then to 21 I started looking for options. My husband always, he said, you can go back to work, I have no problem, but he used to always tell me, try to look for a business. Job is not going to work for you, have worked throughout. So even i
Hmm.
even i knew that somewhere deep in my heart, I knew if I go back to job, I know what's the routine gonna be. I have been into that routine, like, my
Yeah.
family, my kids, everything will be left behind, and thinking that would, like, kind of shiver me. No, 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 I can't leave my son. It's better, he say, you better stay at home. He never rushed me or pushed me to go back to work. My
Hmm.
husband,
Hmm.
it was my desire. I wanted to, get myself involved in something. I wanted to keep myself busy. I wanted to do things. He never pushed me for anything. So I was looking for things. 21. I have been following for Hana since 2021, and 2022 I conceived again. Then I came to know I'm pregnant. So then my second pregnancy was not as smooth as my first one. Actually, my first pregnancy was so smooth. I didn't even realize when I got pregnant and gave birth. But my second pregnancy was not that smooth. There was so, like, I was so tired. I never used to like to do anything. I was like
Hmm.
so lethargic. I can't tell you. I was like, oh my god, what's happening? And I came to know also that it will be a cesarean. Since the beginning
Oh,
of the pregnancy, only I came to know
you
that
already have that stress going
yeah,
on.
my first one was like such a normal child. Oh my God. And the second one was like such a roller coaster for me until
Yeah. Yeah.
today. Like, he's 15 months old now. He's such a roller coaster for me. Like, he turned my life upside down. And
Yeah.
conceiving and becoming mother again, it's always a pleasure. It's always a blessing. But after 6 years of gap, I didn't think about it earlier. But as he grew, last year, like first 6 7 months were okay, but once he started to realize the world around, it was like, oh my god, it's too much. I was like, it was like, I don't know, like, what the hell, what should I do? Sometimes I don't even know what's going on in my life. I used to get stressed. I used to get stressed out also and everything. But then I realized, actually, last year, I conceived again in
Oh,
summer.
really?
Yes,
Huh.
but I knew it was not planned. I don't know how did that happen. I was not that confident about the pregnancy, but yeah, we decided we will continue and everything. But I got a miscarriage. So after that, my anxiety thing and my mood swings, they got
Hmm.
even worse and worse. It takes time to for the
Yeah.
postmortem, whether it's
Yeah.
a birth or whether it's a miscarriage,
Of
it takes
course.
for the body to recover.
Of course, it
So
does.
I was not doing good.
Hmm.
And the same thing, I was only with my kids and everything. So still I wanted to do something. Still I wanted to do something. And I have been following Farhana. So I don't know what happened. Like by the end of the year, I was like almost, I thought I will get into depression. Maybe I need some psychiatrist, or I will get into medicines if I will not do something. Like I was that. I thought I have to decide. I want to get into medicines or all those things, or I can still be courageous enough to take a decision and do something. That's what I think. I don't know what happened. I was like, that's it. That is it. Now I have to do something. And I
Wow.
just called, I just messaged her, Farhana, December I was. And then as the new year ring in, I was like, Farhana, I'm ready. I want to step in. And that's it. Now I started, and now there's no looking back. No matter what, I have to do it. The only thing I keep in my mind is I have to do it, I have to do it, I have to do it, no matter what. But it's been really
My
good so
God.
far. Yeah.
I know it has been such a story. So many parts of it I had no idea about. Like we have spoken a
Yeah,
lot, but
I
all of
knew.
these details about your stories and everything. Oh my God, it is so touching. And Ramnik, thank you so much for sharing, first of all of these personal things. One more thing I want to add here is that since you have started, now since I did not know the anxiety and all of those things that you were going through, you have been so amazing with the business. Like, when people get started, the first thing which I cannot predict if they are going to be consistent with the business, how much energy they're going to get into the business, and how they are going to work on it, because it all completely depends on the individual, right? And
Yeah.
in your case, I don't know, I just had this gut feeling that you are going to give it your all. You are going to do everything in your power to make it work, and you have done just exactly that.
I hope so. I want to, like, like, मतलब मैं चाहती हूँ कि आपकी बोली हुई बात 100% सच हो, या I'm trying my best. I still feel I can put a lot, but I'm working on it. So I'm gonna improve.
Yeah, but I'll tell you one more thing, especially for the, everyone who's watching us and everyone who has recently started
Yeah.
as a business owner. Now you are in business. Now you are, you have access to the training systems, everything, you're working on it. But then the biggest mistake, the biggest, harm that you can do to yourself is over expectation out of yourself. You are a human being. You have life. You have things going on mentally, physically. You are still in postpartum. You have just a 15-month-old child, and your body has not fully recovered. There's hormonal changes which are going on. There's so many things which are happening inside, which you don't know, you can't explain, but it's happening.
Yeah.
So you have to learn to be easy with yourself. You really, really have to. What you are doing, the effort you are putting in, the time you are giving in, not every day is the same. Some days you put in the time, you are amazing. Some days when you're not able to give in the time because of kids, because of sickness and everything, you feel guilty. Oh, I did not do enough on my business. You have to learn to let things go. That's the biggest advice that I can give you, because when I started, my child was similar to your son's age. Like he was a year and a half old when I started. And see, my reason for starting was same. Like I could not work because of my child. I started the business because I wanted to be home with him. Now, when I got started, and then similar with you, you are excited, you want to work on it, you want to, there are so many things which you plan, you want to do. And when life happens, kids interrupt and everything, you kind of, that frustration, that thing comes in, and you kind of lose your temper with them and get irritable and everything. And I've done that. I'm so guilty of doing that so many times. But with time, I have realized that I have to learn to go easy on business, on life, on things, on everything. Nothing is life and death over here. Like, you're not a surgeon or a physician कि आप एक दिन business पर काम नहीं करोगे तो someone will die, or life changing something is going to happen. Nothing of that sort is going to happen. So it's okay if a few days, a few hours here and there. That's what it took a lot of time for me to realize that. And I just hope you take that advice and you take it easy
Oh, that's
with everything. Ramneek, I wish you all the best,
thank
and it's a pleasure every day to work with you, and we'll
you.
speak
Same
soon.
here.
Thank you.